Welcome to electrical machine lab, and this is our electrical machine lab. It consists of electrical machine 1 and machine 2 and power system. So it comprises of all type of DC machines, DC generator, 3-phase induction motor, synchronous alternator, and a very transformers are there, different type of transformers. And one more very important instrument or kit we are having is the synchronization panel. Means we can synchronize our lab generator in the to the grid system, to the Maharashtra grid, and this is purchased under the MODROP. Myself is the coordinator for this one, faculty coordinator, and I have received 5,35,000 amount from AICT, and from this AICT we have purchased this kit, that is under the MODROP, that is synchronous machine on infinite bus, and addition 5 more machines are there under the MODROP. So we have a synchronous machine, synchronous motor. This is our synchronous motor over there. Again, it is under the MODROP scheme. Similarly, their load banks are there. DC 3-phase slip ring induction motor, DC shunt motor, direct coupling is there, and whatever the transformers, there are different connections, that is Scott connection, single phase transformer, 3-phase transformer, then rheostat, various accessories needed in the machine to perform the practical. And one more important things which we are having, we have a 11 kV 315 kVA distribution transformer. It's a open type, that is it is in working condition. We have replaced a new transformer in the college campus, so this is a working transformer core construction. So we can understand what are the major part of the transformer, their core, type of windings, place of winding, where we have to place the windings, and at the same time it is consist of its nameplate is there, original nameplates also there, with the transformer with tap changing. So we are able to understand how the tap are going to change in the case of the 3-phase transformer to maintain the terminal voltage, isn't it? So this is some more rheostats are there in the labs, and it is well equipped. All measuring instruments, different type of measuring instruments are available, blackboards and all facilities are there in the machine lab. So before conducting any practical or in any lab, we have to concentrate over the safety. So there is one safety rules are there, safety precautions. What are the safety precautions to be carried out before conducting the practical? Means we have to consider every switch is off. We should not switch on any switch if we are not familiar. We should consider every electrical machine is a live part, isn't it? So avoid touching our metal part or our body. You have to wear proper shoes, and whenever it is needed, gloves are there. We should use a proper voltmeter and ammeter to measure the resistance, for multimeter for measurement the resistance. And this is the whatever the practice we are keeping, that is even if we are keeping the temporary connections, it should be a good practices. So this is under again MODROP scheme. Now it is the DC shunt motor. I am giving some brief introduction to the different type of machines are there. This is the DC shunt motor with the DC shunt generator. So what are the different type part? This is called as a starter. DC motor always started with the help of some starter to avoid the heavy inrush current and protection of the motor. So this has 3 terminals. So it is L for line, A for armature, F for field. A represent the armature winding, where F1 and F2 represent the field winding. So this is the motor part, and this is the second is the generator part. Every machine, our machine practical has some specification on the nameplate specification, where what is the rating of motor, what is the output rating, insulation, speed, enclosure, date of purchase and cost of purchase, cost of the machine is there. It is the some things which is written on the nameplate. So this is the one set is there. So this is the back side. It is the actual motor and generator, they are mechanically coupled, isn't it? So this is the one set is there. So similarly there are different sets are there, isn't it? We are having DC series motor, DC series generator. Again this is compound motor and compound generator. So this is the second type of generator. DC generator is the compound generator. So we can make it cumulative compound and differential compound. So already we have seen LAF is the starter terminals, then this is the motor terminals are there, this is your field terminal of motor, and this is extra series winding is there. So if you connect in series with the shunt field winding, it become a long shunt generator, and whereas if it is connected in series with the armature, it become a short shunt long shunt generator. When it is connected in series with the armature, it is become a long shunt, and when it is connected in parallel parallel combination and series combination over there, so it become a compound short shunt compound generator. So it can be made as a cumulative compound and differential compound by interchanging the terminal S1 and S2. So this is the one. Now this is simple DC machine with loading arrangement. So it is consist of your starter terminals LAF as well, armature terminal, field terminal, it is specification over there, and second is the loading arrangement. With the spring balance, we can load the motor as per our requirement, and so we can conduct the load test, isn't it? So this is the some different type. Again this is the DC shunt motor is there, and this is our supply terminals are there. It is the AC supply terminal box, and because we are having DC motor, so we have to convert into the DC. So it is a DC rectifier is there and DC supply. So you will see that it is the AC supply, and this is your this is nothing but the next is the DC supply. So similar way we have a different type of motor. This is somewhat view of our electrical machines, isn't it? Now similar to the mechanical loading, there is electrical loading, because we have to load the alternator and generator with the help of electrical load. So there are three type of loads are there: resistive load, capacitive load, and inductive load. So this is our inductive load is there. This is your variable inductive load. Now lamp load is the type of resistive load. Similarly we are having some resistance bank is there. So this is the resistance bank is there, and this is resistance bank, and this is a capacitor loading. So this is overview of electrical machine lab, and now we try to elaborate each and every practical with the help of some videos. No doubt it will not clear all the concept, but during this period we will definitely come very close to the DC, close with the electrical machine lab, and definitely we will learn much more even with the help of these videos. Thank you.